Welcome to Head Full of Radio, where a longtime Radiohead fan goes through the whole recorded discography alongside his friend, who's only familiar with the song Creep. Will we agree on the songs? Can I convert him into a fan? Let's find out.
Here we are on episode 4, or song. Here we are on song 4. The last song on the Drill EP, released in May of 1992, is Thinking About You. Now, as we've mentioned in previous episodes, Nico has already listened to, and we've recorded the episodes for what will be the Pablo Honey songs. So, just as a reminder, I wanted him to hear the Thinking About You on Pablo Honey before we listen to the drill version, because for those people that know, these two versions are very different. So this was also on one of their original demos. It's a song that focuses on the experience of being left behind by someone who has achieved fame. So this is kind of the first time Tom has the ability to offer a different but realistic perspective on an issue, because at this point, Radiohead were getting a bit more popular.
I see. Okay. I'm interested to hear the difference now that you've set that up.
I can't wait for you to hear it. Are you ready for this?
I'm ready.
Okay. Go!
Oh. Ready? What is this?
Yeah.
This is not familiar to me. Oh my gosh. It's got a bit like a country vibe to it.
Yeah, the way they're playing, yeah.
Feels like he's chasing her now. He's the car behind, and he's getting ready to rear end her. Oh my gosh. I can imagine line dancing to this for some reason.
Really?
I don't think I know what line dancing is, so probably not.
Yeah, I don't think so. The big difference I find between this song and the one that's on Pablo Honey is, while I really like this version, it almost makes the song happy.
Yeah.
Like it's almost like rock pop punk
or
something. And those vocals, I love whoever's singing with him in the background, the dual lined vocals. I really like. And this solo.
Wait, what do you mean by that?
Whoever's singing background with him in some of the notes earlier. Like, maybe I guess that's two toms, but the low and the high, I really like them where he's singing.
Okay. Yeah, to me, this is giving he's excitedly thinking about her.
Yeah.
As opposed to damn you. That was
it's such a different vibe.
Yeah, absolutely. Wow.
And now you know why I wanted you to hear the original before you heard this.
Yes. That's thrown me a bit.
That's what I was kind of hoping for. I'm glad.
I don't really know what to think.
It's so, yeah, I'm glad that they did the acoustic version, because it's much more haunting, and I think it portrays the lyrics better and kind of gives you that more sense of longing.
Mm.
But there's something about how catchy that song is when it's sped up like that.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, it's definitely catchy. I think I'm having a bit of a you from last episode moment, where I'm like, no, this isn't the version I know. Why have you done this to my song? I feel
That's
a bit
funny.
what? This isn't the same. You're an imposter.
There's a. Well, I'm just gonna try and 1 second here. I have a thought. I just need to remember what song it is. What song is it? Okay. Okay, I'm going to bring Phil Collins into this for a second.
Phil Collins?
Backwards. Yeah, so Phil Collins was in Genesis, of course, and they recorded a song called Behind the Lines. Okay. And it's sort of like slow-moving pop kind of a way, like prog pop, but slow. And when they were recording the album and mixing it, they were running out of time to do the mixing. So they were mixing everything on fast forward, which is kind of hilarious.
Right.
And when they when they mixed Behind the Lines on fast forward, they were like, wow, that's a really upbeat, like sort of 60s, 50s pop song. So he re-recorded it as a solo artist for his first album and did the fast version.
Okay.
Now, it's similar to this, only backwards, right? Because the Pablo Honey version of Thinking About You is a lot slower and a lot more
right.
melancholy and stuff. But they're similar in that the vibes of the song are totally different, right?
Yeah.
Misunderstanding and Thinking About You are songs about like strange moments in relationships. And I guess it's really all you kind of want out of the song, whether you want a sort of upbeat, happy rock pop version or a melancholy one that's a bit more introspective.
Very true. Yeah.
So it's all about what you like.
Yeah. It's just interesting that like there's like that flip between the two songs where I was like, before I was like, yeah, I can get on board with this sort of like faster, more like vibrant version. And now for whatever reason, and I can't put my finger on why, it's kind of like, stop what you're doing right there.
Well, I'm interested to hear our reviews on how we rate the song.
Yeah. I don't know if I'm like, it's like recency bias in a sense. Like, I feel like I don't know if this is like a fair correction, but because I literally just gave the Pablo Honey version a listen before, I've got some feelings.
What are those feelings?
Yeah, it's just, I feel wronged. I feel offended, and I feel like something needs to stop. And for that reason, to reference your buddy Phil Collins, not Phil Collins, but Phil, it's a 2.
You're gonna give it a 2. Okay.
Tell me.
Well, I'm gonna surprise you on this one. I found this to be a bit delightful. I want more. So I'm gonna give this an Ed and a half.
It's just simply incorrect. I feel that, like, what did I rate? Let's not try and remember what I said however long ago, because my memory is awful. But I feel like I rated the previous song like relatively highly by comparison.
The previous song on Drill?
Yeah, so the You song.
You gave it 2.5.
Oh, okay, that's
and by
fine,
that
then.
I mean Phil 0.5.
Right. Okay. I think I'm being fair then, by my standards.
Well, yeah, that's true. Well, I appreciate that. I'm glad. I'm kind of glad that we differ on this one, because I think it really speaks to how we perceive the song.
Yeah, for me, I feel like if I go away, I can appreciate this song in isolation. It might have just been that I've like heard the other song and I'm like, no, that's the correct version. This is some unsolicited person has made a fanfic and they've ruined the integrity of the song, which is obviously not right because this was the original.
But you know what? It's right for you, and I'm sure there are lots of people out there who are very much agreeing with you on that.
I literally feel like one of those people that have heard like a cover of a song and then they hear the original, and I'm like, this person should never have done that. And it's just like,
nice.
that can't have been the case, because obviously this came first and got us to where the Pablo Honey version goes.
Thank you for your insight on that. I like it a lot.
Thank you. And now that I see the Pablo Honey, what's it called, like album cover, your like delightful like comment and like the fact that it's got that vibe to it, it kind of matches more with that, which I think is interesting.
That's a good point.
Again,
That's a very good
wrong.
point.
It's not supposed to be that.
Thank you.
Thank you.
This podcast is recorded over Discord and produced by me, Floyd. The introduction and exit music is a cover of Radiohead's Separator and is available on all streaming services under the band name Lift. You can hear it right now, can't you? See you next week.